you know, that's another thing that you see good foxes taking advantage of. But obviously, it's not always that easy.
Speaking of top-tier matchups. Speaking of top-tier matchups. All right, we have a request for commentary by DFU.
If you want, I can step out.
I'm just staring at him.
I can step out if you want.
Well, I mean, do either of you know a whole lot about Roy Falcon?
I know that Falcon needs to just sit on the platform.
What? I would commentate with you. I don't care. But I'm going to sit for a little bit longer because I'm lazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, so Roy falls a lot faster than Marth, so you don't get the cool punishes that you get. However, Roy also swings like one of those foam pool noodles at you.
Yes, absolutely.
Which must like make Falcon feel a little better, because it's really obnoxious when you're a bad Falcon, at least.
Yeah.
I can speak to that experience, playing a decent Marth, and just that big long sword that keeps hitting you.
Yeah, absolutely. No, this is funny enough. So I was playing against a PR'd player from I don't even know where. It was at Big House this past year, and he was a Marth player, but he had a Roy that he used exclusively for Falcons who don't know the matchup.
Really?
So I am not honestly sure what that all entails, but apparently if Falcon doesn't know the matchup, it can be good for him.
I'm really curious. Tell me more, because this is really interesting. I mean, I understand the Falcon punish game, I assume, is way harder compared to like Marth. But
Yep, I think that's a big piece of it. And then, honestly, I don't really know. I mean, what I'm surprised is that Chris isn't sticking to the platforms more, because I don't know much about Roy, but I know that if you stay on the platforms, there's almost nothing that he can do. And especially with how good Chris's movement is, I'm surprised to see him challenging him on the ground so much. But I mean,
to be honest, the 3 Falcon kicks in a row and the side B lead me to believe that he might not be taking it super seriously.
Yeah, I mean,
which also might be cover for the fact that he's kind of getting whipped by a Roy.
Yeah,
whipped here being the operative verb, because Roy doesn't slash you, because that would entail like a sword that actually like maintains like structural integrity.
Exactly. Oh, okay.
That was pretty.
He
heard me. He's like, no, I am taking this seriously.
You don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Look at my free stage.
No, Chris played Cube earlier today, I think, and Cube was the one who sent him to winners. I think Chris said. I mean, Chris, I think, was feeling a little bit tired, and I think he more today is just trying to have fun. He's been playing a lot of Fox on net play more, and I think he's been playing a lot of spaces. So he's just kind of. I mean, obviously he's not playing poorly by any means, but if he does lose, I don't think he'll be overly upset.
Right, and LSD is definitely a solid player. So
absolutely.
And losing to LSD is hardly something that you're like going to be super sad about.
And especially, I mean, Falcon Roy, definitely not a winning matchup for Roy, but I would say that it's not as one-sided as a lot of the other matchups, personally.
I'm trying to think about some of the like tools that Falcon has, and it seems to me that like Falcon's lack of really a decent ground game shouldn't hurt him as much in this matchup.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Honestly, I think that... Oh, yeah.
The middle of the sword.
Yep.
So again, with Roy, the sweet spot's the middle, not the tip. With Marth, it's the tip, and the middle sucks. So the spacing is subtly different.
Yeah.
And again, Roy is just heavier. Not heavier. Roy falls a lot faster, so you don't get your free punishes. And like, if you're a Falcon and you just, your eyes light up when you see a Marth on screen, because like, hey, 6 up airs into 2 knees?
Yeah,
sure.
Exactly. Whereas, I mean, a lot of the punish game in this matchup is, in a lot of cases, I mean, tech chasing and reading techs, especially at lower percents off of grabs, which is, I mean, not necessarily worse, but I would say clearly less consistent.
All right. And
I'm
interesting.
Surprised the lack. Is this best of 3 or best of 5?
Best of 3, I think.
Okay, so then I was going to say I'm surprised the lack of the Dreamland pick, but that would, I would assume that would be banned, right?
Oh, that was almost so cute. Yeah, that's what I would ban if I were Roy. I mean, that seems like a terrible stage for Roy.
And this, I mean, I feel like this is probably Falcon's best option, especially with the top platform being so high, but Chris just isn't sticking to platforms, which is...
Do you think, I mean, he probably doesn't think he needs them, to be honest. Yeah, so you notice he's not really getting any chains, like any chains or combos of any kind.
Yep.
I think that's what it looks like when you're not familiar with the matchup.
I agree.
Like where you just get like single hits or 2 hits or 3 hits, maybe.
Yeah. And I mean, Roy, obviously not the best punish game in the world, but I mean, if you eat a forward smash at 50%, a lot of times you're going to die from it. So when that can be a little bit one-sided and you're not able to convert off of, I mean, get the big punishes like you were saying that you're used to seeing with Marth. And then if the Roy is good, obviously.
Ooh,
yeah, that was cute.
Really,
that was
pretty.
Cute. All right, Chris.
Wave lands off, gets the up air. That was super nice by Mutu.
Yeah, that was really, really nice.
Yeah, good stuff. That net play practice paying off.
Exactly.
All right, so it doesn't get anything. Yeah, I'm sort of curious with the Falcon. All right, yeah, so this game turned around real quick.
A lot more one-sided than the last game.
Yeah, I'm sort of curious how like Nair interacts with Roy, like Falcon's Nair there. Obviously not so great there, but like because Roy's got that terrible sword, like I wonder if it's like safer. And
yeah, I was gonna say I feel like spacing Nairs is probably a really good tool in this matchup because I mean. Obviously, he's got Dancing Blade, which could beat it out, but I mean, you're looking at a lot of hard commitments. Ooh, and see that right there? I mean, you see getting edge guarded at a low percent, and now, I mean, this game is doable again.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, you don't count out a good player.
Oh, and see, the Chris Classic missed the side B and almost died for it, but he's living. Luckily, this is Roy.
And
misses. That was a good tag. That was really good DI
clutch.
by. Okay, that should be it. Yeah.
Yep, that's game.
Definitely.
Okay, so I would expect
FD banned clearly. I don't know, to be honest. Not Stadium, I would assume. I mean,
I actually think we might see some Stadium.
You think? I mean, obviously, Stadium, I would say is obviously a very comparable stage to.
Well, wait,
FD.
did they play on FOD yet? Or
wait, I think first game was FOD, wasn't it?
Was it? I thought it was Yoshi's. I think first game was Yoshi's.
You're right. Okay, so
FOD is probably going to get banned.
You think FOD over FD?
I mean, I don't know why you'd be really afraid of Roy on FD.
Are you serious? That's by far his best stage.
I mean, in this matchup, though? Like, does he actually have a chain grab?
He destroy. Oh, this is not good. Yeah, this is, like, by far Roy's best stage in every matchup.
Well, I didn't know he... Well, against fast fallers, I assume. I assume against floaties, it's probably not so much.
Well, either way, because, I mean, Roy's biggest disadvantage is that he has... I mean, his sword is so shitty when he's in the air that in this game, it's just... Or in this stage, it's just all ground game. Yeah, well, I don't agree with the ban.
Do keep in mind that that's a lot of floaties, especially punish Roy really hard. Like, if you're Puff, you can kind of kill him from 10% pretty easily.
True.
So, like...
Good point. All right, cleans up the edge guard. Yeah, I mean,
no. Well, does he? If he doesn't have a chain grab, I don't think it's terrible. If you feel confident in punishing, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I know. I don't think that he has a chain grab in almost any match. Oh, this is a really good punish. Oh, okay. I mean, 72%. He'll take that all day, especially when
he has the spacey chain grab, but it's not quite as good. I'm trying to remember that.
Oh, that's really unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. There's a. Some element of his chain grab is slightly less good against Spaceys, and I'm trying to remember what it is.
Honestly, I think it's straight up just punish game. I'm almost positive that this is by far Roy's best stage in like almost any matchup.
We'll ask LSD.
Yeah, we'll ask after this, but I don't know. Interesting, because I don't even know if he... Because in the spacey matchups, I don't even think that a chain grab is his best tool. I think it's just straight up like tech chasing and up tilting.
Up tilt things are ridiculous.
Yeah, down tilt is arguably one of his best moves as well.
Pretty. Reads the roll. All right. Yeah, I'm still of the opinion that neutral B is Roy's best aerial, but
yeah,
I guess we'll see.
I would agree. Neutral B or Dancing Blade in some cases.
Okay, so the Mutu side B does not get it done.
But he doesn't get punished too hard for it, so not.
The late up air on shield doesn't get punished.
Oh man, that one gets it done. That's for damn sure. All right,
free kill.
The edge guard. So
yeah, good confidence there on Simple's part, just saying like, I know I'm invincible. I know I can punish this.
Yeah,
your character's bad. Okay.
Yeah, we'll
trades with him in the air. I mean, if Roy's jumping, I might just jump every time, just because.
Yeah, I mean,
what's going to happen? What's he going to do? Hit me with his noodle thing?
Exactly.
Or his sword.
LSD seems to be going for reads as opposed to the tech chases a lot of cases here, and I feel like that's the wrong choice in this stage, because I feel like he gets not a lot necessarily guaranteed, but a lot more than, I mean, trying to gamble with an F smash or something else. But I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he knows better.
Gets the roll behind again.
Oh.
All right, so LSD, like, bringing it back. So this is a real game until it was a real game.
Yeah, it was a real game until
that
stomp knee.
Stomp, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Roll
He's
clips him
not
with it.
dead
Does
yet.
not get the invincibility, the 1%. So this will not be a. Ooh.
There it is.
Yep.
Strong
Right.
work. Simple cleaning up the last 2 games.
Right.
That's for sure.
Saying like, okay, Roy is weird, but I'll almost force stock you, and then I'll